Hey, no! I'm supposed to do that part. Get out of here. I am so sorry about that, everybody. That is my brother Tom, and he should not have opened my package. It looks like I got something very special from Red Digital Cinema today, and the only thing Tom left me to do was peel off the screen protector. So I think we should get right to that, huh? Here we go. Wow. It is really almost the exact same size as the original Komodo. Just a tiny bit more. Locking RF mount, I really like that. Just like the Raptor. Thank you, Red, for doing that. Oh, look at that. We got some flocking in there. 6K, 80 frames per second global shutter. 16.5 stops dynamic range. Half a stop more dynamic range than the OG Komodo. Let's close that back up. We don't need to have that open for too long. All right. V-mount. Just looking at this, I just get so emotional because the original Komodo really just changed my life in so many ways. If you guys remember, I have an orange one, number 11. What number is this one? Ooh, number 325. Let's see if you can see that. 325. Number 325, that's awesome. Different spacing than the Raptor and the original Komodo. That's interesting. We have record button on the front. That's pretty cool. These are programmable, half press, full press. That's pretty awesome. The back of the brain is very similar to the Raptor, but you can see it does still have one STI port, like the original Komodo. You can use the DSMC3 monitor here with the pogo pins, It does power through the V-mount, so that's pretty handy. Okay, so we got nice little door here. That's similar to the Raptor. Still kind of has like that feel with the original Komodo. I love how the V-mount just locks right on. Oh wow, first try. Yeah, wow, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. All the gold mount weirdos seem to think that V-mount isn't strong enough, but I don't know. This seems pretty strong. Seems like Red really over-engineered this V-mount. And check out this awesome, awesome, awesome eject button here. First try, ready? Ooh, there we go. I really like that lock. It is not like a normal lock. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not like a normal lock. It's, wow. Did you guys hear that? Wow, that is freaking sturdy. Red. Wow. I was not expecting the V-mount to be that robust. Just being honest with you. That's awesome. Okay. Now, let's power it on for the first time because that's what everyone wants to do. Let's check how many hours are on it. First time powering up. Ooh, warning beta. Okay. I think it's around 40 seconds, but we'll see. This is also the very first boot, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Oh, look at that animation. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? That's cool. That's no 8-bit Nintendo, I'll tell you that much. Okay, we're fully booted. Software license agreement, sure. All right. Let's just go check. It's got 5.5 hours, burn-in hours from the factory. Firmware 1.0.0 beta. Check that out. That is awesome. So now it takes CF Express Type B just like the Raptor. I do hear because the Raptor has such high requirements for data rates that this one might not need the same requirements for CF Express. But we'll see. Right now I don't know what's approved and what's not approved. I don't even have media in there. It's empty. So, okay. Man, this thing really does smell. Ooh, man. I can totally see why Tom didn't approve of that. It smells like a fox pissed on it or something. Hopefully that burns away with time because that's a funky smell. I'm currently powering this off of a 98 watt hour Nano Micro, and I think it gets around 3 hours of runtime. I've already been running it for a little while and it still has 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now granted, that I'm not running any monitor and I'm not doing any high-speed recording or any recording it. I do know that this has very low power consumption, as Phil confirmed, and that's really awesome. It should be closer to the OG Komodo runtimes than it is to the Raptor. So the thing that makes this camera really cool is how it sits in between V-Raptor and the OG Komodo. I think it's really smart of Red to engineer a camera that fits so perfectly in between the two of those cameras, and it has a lot of features that people have been requesting of the original Komodo. One of those features that everyone has been requesting is better audio. So that's definitely something I'm gonna have to test here in the future. It shares the same 5-pin audio port that the Raptor has, but I hear that the preamps in this are better than the Raptor, which for a lot of people makes a lot of sense. So I'm not gonna try to sell you the camera because I think the specs and the performance of the original Komodo kind of sell it. You know, the global shutter, 6K, 80 frames per second, that is exactly what most people wanted. And so, you know, a lot has happened in the last 3 weeks because 3 weeks ago, I didn't know about this camera. Maybe Phil Holland knew about this camera. Maybe a couple people at Red knew about this camera. I didn't know about this camera. So it's a pretty big surprise. And you go back to Carlos's stream, just this magical moment that no one really knew was going to happen. And I know Jared had to be surprised. You know, somehow it was like a universal collective consciousness, because 3 weeks later, we have a camera. And I really appreciate the way Red rolled this camera out this time. It was very, very, very smooth. And, you know, with the original Komodo, there was like almost a year or more of teasing and teasing and teasing, and everybody knew. And so there was this huge anticipation. And shortening that window down to 3 weeks is pretty intense. And I knew Red was working on something, but I had no idea that it was finished, ready, and shipping. Now, it is shipping, and I have one, and a lot of other people have these Stormtroopers too. But I do have to say, a little disclaimer, as of yesterday, every camera that Red has for the next 2 months or so is completely sold out. Black production model Stormtroopers should be available towards the end of June. Now, if you're looking to get your hands on one, you need to contact your Red rep as soon as possible and ask them somehow if there's a way to get on the list. Otherwise, depending on where you live, you might have better luck going to a dealer. Now, full disclaimer, Red did not give this camera to me free. This is my camera. I paid for it. This video is just for fun. With all that being said, I really, really, really do appreciate being able to be one of the first people to get this camera. It means a lot to me. The OG Komodo really changed my life in a lot of ways. And we're coming up on 3 years since I got the OG Komodo, the Red KOMODO-X. Congratulations to the Red team and everyone involved. Jared, I really appreciate you and everything you do. I really appreciate that you listened to the community and really what they wanted in the next camera, whatever that was, and somehow you made it magically all fit into this, and I think that that's just genius. And then Clark, I really appreciate you getting this to me. I know that you had a really crazy, hectic few days, and appreciate that. So I don't really have a way to close this other than telling you, really appreciate you tuning in. I hope that you had fun as much as I had fun making it. I couldn't stop laughing and crying before I even started filming, so I really, really, really do appreciate everyone who took their time to watch this video today. Comment below and let me know what you thought of the video. I mean, did you laugh? Were you entertained? I don't know. It would really encourage me a lot if you also subscribe to my channel, because I will be shooting a lot of content with this over the next few weeks, and the only way you will know when I put out new videos is if you hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I put out a new video. Okay, so I don't want to take up any more of your time. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to go out and shoot with this thing. It's been raining all morning, so hopefully it's a little bit better outside. I can shoot a few clips before the sun goes down. Thank you very much. Please, also, if you own one of these cameras or the OG Komodo, join the Red Komodo users group on Facebook. See you guys.